Welcome back, students. This is part 2 of today's lecture. So we were discussing relational data model. So what is a relation? Relation is a table, okay, that is storing the data which is logically correlated. We have just discussed in a timetable two things are related, then only we are storing the data. Means period and the day, they are correlated with us with the name of the subject, so that is why we are able to store that data inside that table. Okay, so rows and columns, they combine together to make a table. Okay, so ordering of row and column is also important. Fine. Now domain, what is domain? This is a pool of values for which the actual values appearing in the column are drawn. Okay, so range of values, domain is range of possible values. Fine. Next is tuple. Tuple is a row in a relation. टेबल में रो को we call as tuple. Okay, what is an attribute? Attribute is the column of the table. Tuple is row of the table and attribute is column of the table, and degree is number of attributes, means number of columns in a table will be known as degree. And what is cardinality? Cardinality refers to number of tuples. Tuples means rows. So how many number of rows are there in the table, according to which we will be able to tell what is the cardinality. Fine. What is a view? View is the virtual table. Virtual means that is not existing actually. Fine. Let us say I have made a table of your record in which I am storing your name, class, roll number, your marks you have secured in last class, your phone number, your father's phone number, email ID. So I am keeping record of all these in a table. But now I just want to see how much you have scored in last class, your name and your marks. So what is to be done? So we will create a view means a virtual table that is not actually existing. Okay, that is not really existing, but it will show you what you are demanding. Okay, I just said ki show me the names of students, show me the marks of the students, whatever you have scored in the last class. Fine. So it will show me the names of the students along with the marks temporarily, but that table will not exist actually in the computer. Okay, temporarily it will show me the output, and that output will be removed after showing me. Okay, so that virtual table that is shown temporarily to you, that is not actually existing, so that view will be known as that table, virtual table will be known as view. I'll let you know how to create view. Okay, firstly I'll tell you how to create table, then I'll tell you how to create view. Now this is very important part of your chapter, keys. Okay, see, what is a primary key of a table? When we are designing a table, we must identify the primary key, candidate key, alternate key and foreign key. So let us discuss these keys with the help of a table here. See, we have two tables here. First table is your employee table, and this is the salary table of these employees. How many employees are there? 4. So 100, 101, 100, the 3 employees are there, 100, 101 and 102. Okay, so cardinality, you have read, cardinality refers to number of rows. Tuples means rows. So how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3. So cardinality will be 3. What will be the degree means number of columns or attributes, we can say. So how many columns are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For this table, degree will be 5 and cardinality will be 3. Okay, let us now discuss the concept of primary key. See, every table must have at least one field or means attribute. Field, attribute, column, these are one and the same thing. No one talks about column here. Either we say attribute or we say field. Okay, field is a column. Okay, just for remembrance I am telling you, in book you will not find column usage anywhere. So a field is a column, or we can say it's an attribute of the table. Okay, this table name is employee. This is also known as relation. We can say table as relation. Okay, other name for table is relation. Fine. So this is a column, or we can say it's a field, or it's an attribute. So at least we must have one field in the table that is having unique values. Okay, employee names can be similar. There can be two Jacks in an employee in an organization. There can be two similar addresses, two employees staying at the same address. Okay, but their license number will be different. Obviously their passport number will also be different. See, in this table we have three fields which are having unique value. Employee ID, yeah, like your roll number will be unique always, so employee ID will always be unique. License number, like your driving license number, is always unique. Passport is also unique. So in this field I have three fields that are having unique values, but address is not having unique value. It may or it may not have. Employee name, it may or may not have unique value. So we have to extract out those columns or those fields from the table which are having unique values. So who all qualify for these unique values? Employee ID, license number and passport number. So these three fields can act as a primary key. So primary key is a field which is having unique values in it. Let me read the definition. It refers to the set of one or more attributes. Attributes means the columns that can uniquely identify tuples within the relation. Tuple matlab row. Tuple means row. See, we must have a unique column with the help of which we can uniquely identify a row. If I say employee number 100, so that means he is Jack and he lives in Delhi, and his license number and passport number is this. There is no confusion. Means with the help of that particular key, with the help of that column, we will identify each row uniquely. If I say 102, that will be only Smith only, no one else. Fine. So we are able to identify each tuple or the row uniquely with the help of this column, or we can say attribute. इस कॉलम से हम रोज को यूनिकली आइडेंटिफाई कर पाएँ, वो कॉलम जो होगा हमारा प्राइमरी की के लिए एलिजिबल होगा. ओके, सो देयर आर थ्री फील्ड्स दैट आर एलिजिबल टू बी अ प्राइमरी की: एम्प्लॉय आईडी, license number and passport number. Okay, so it is my choice to whom I should make the primary key. It is just like I want to make a leader of your class, and for that leadership I found 3 students are eligible, but I will select only one leader out of 3. So the same case is here. 3 fields, 3 columns are qualifying to be a primary key. This can be primary key, this can be a primary key, but I will be selecting one as the monitor, one as the primary key. So let us say I selected employee ID as primary key. So they too are also qualifying. So they too will be known as alternate key, or they will too will be known as unique key also. Okay, but they all 3 were qualifying to be a primary key, so they all 3 will be known as candidate key. Means they were candidate to be a primary key, but we will select only one. Okay, we have selected this. I can make this as also primary key, I can make this as also primary key, but it is totally dependent upon my choice. No one can object for it, why this has not been selected as primary key, why this has not been selected as primary key. So it is totally the user's choice to which field he is making the primary key. Rest all the fields that were qualifying will be known as alternate key, but who all were qualifying will be known as candidate key. So candidate key will be ये this plus this plus this, but one has been made primary key, so other 2 will be called alternate key or unique key. Okay, fine.